Good morning. The Treasurer has vowed tonight's budget won't cut to the bone, despite a multi-billion-dollar deficit. Wayne Swan will map out a 10-year plan to pay for the disability insurance scheme and education reforms. Kerry Axley is across the latest developments for us. Kerry, good morning. Why a 10-year plan?
Well, Amelia, the Treasurer says they're big, long-term reforms and therefore they need a long-term funding plan. Wayne Swan says this is a test for the opposition leader. The government's hoping it'll put more pressure on Mr Abbott to either support the government savings measures or announce how he would fund the multi-billion-dollar reforms, particularly the NDIS. Now, this morning, Shadow Treasurer Joe Hockey said that you can't trust the government's numbers for 1 year, let alone 10, referring to Wayne Swan's abandoned commitment to return the budget to surplus this year. Here's Wayne Swan, then Joe Hockey.
You can't invest in education on a 4-year forward estimate cycle. You can't do that. You've got to put these investments in place for the long term. If you've got a permanent or severe disability, you don't have it for 4 years over the forward estimates. You have it for life. And what's required is certainty.
I think it's important that he focus on getting this year's numbers right and not deliver us a decade of deceit.
It's a budget day tradition here in Canberra for the Treasurer to invite camera crews and photographers into his office to shoot him flicking through the finished budget papers. And this morning he revealed then that his inspiration for the budget was once again a Bruce Springsteen song, "We Take Care of Our Own." Make what you will of that, Amelia.
He does love Springsteen, doesn't he? Kerry, just on another issue, one of the government's key supporters has already made a pretty dire prediction.
Yeah, so key independent Tony Windsor this morning predicted that this will be Wayne Swan's last budget, suggesting, of course, that Labor won't win the election in September. But the Treasurer once again was defiant. Have a listen to Mr Windsor and then Wayne Swan.
Well, my guess is he won't be Treasurer after September. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't set a platform for whoever the government happens to be for the next period of time.
There'll be a clear choice, and in that choice, we'll win.
And Amelia, at 7:30 tonight, the Treasurer will get to his feet and reveal all in his budget speech. In the lead up to that, we will have all the details throughout the day, and we'll also have a special late edition of 9 News tonight.